Okay guys, so here we are with the changes we made from both the plans. I added the beams in like you had asked for, Sarah, and then you had mentioned, Shannon, that you wanted to have those bookcases alongside there. So we added those two little items, okay?
So cute.
And we got that gorgeous view out the back. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Great, great. So I did step out and talk to our estimator because we made some changes from the original one. She did come back to me and let me know that we are going to be a little north of that 80,000. I know we were 60 to 80, but we're going to be a little north of 80. Are you guys okay with that? If you can get everything you want? How's that make you guys feel?
I think we're going to have to talk that through.
Yeah, because you love this still, right? You love this design?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So the 80 is, you know, you're just a little bit more nervous about that being just north of 80. Mm-hmm. So, well, what if we did this? Let me know if this would help you guys out for the plan review. You know, I talked about our menu. Would you guys rather me show you what it is all in at like just north of 80 and then give you guys options to pull out, which would allow you to get back to maybe a number that's more comfortable for you? Or would you rather see a smaller number with options that you could add to it?
I'm feeling like the ad is probably more in our,
Yeah, so if we come in closer to like, you know, more in that like earlier 60s area, 60s to 70,000 range, and then you can add if you want to go larger.
But how much are we losing? Like, what are we losing?
That's what we'll break it down. We'll break it down at that meeting so you'll get every line item. You know, maybe there's things that the homeowner can, you know, you could like supply yourself, little things like that. That's what in this, you know, the breakdown, we break down everything because we want to be so transparent for you guys. We want you to see everything. So like, you know, maybe in this case scenario, the family actually owned a painting business. Like they had a brother-in-law that could do all the painting. So that saved them like $5,400. So we'll break it out that way. So instead of doing the large number on this end, we could do the smaller number if you wanted to, and then you could add to it if you wanted to get to that number. Or we can go the other way, but you know, we can have this number say 65 or whatever. You know, I could go to the estimator and say, this is our, you know, we want to be on the lower end with a lot of options for them to add. Would you guys feel more comfortable at that plan review knowing that you had a lot of the say in that final number?
I think that sounds good.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Great, great. Because this, I can just picture you guys entertaining down there. You guys said you have like big football parties and you shoot pool professionally. I mean, you're going to have so much fun. It'll be really great for you guys. Well, fantastic. Let's go ahead and set up that production walk because Dominic hasn't called you all yet. Has he?
Nope.
No. Okay, so let's give him a little ring. Ring, ring. Hey Dominic, it's Stacey.
Hey.
Hey. I am here with Shannon and Sarah. I just wanted to set up that production walk with you. Are you still good for Monday? Mm-hmm. Okay. What works best for you guys? He's saying 10 or 1?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? All right, you got that, Dominic? So you'll meet them at their house at 1. Okay? Looking forward to meeting you.
Thanks.
Great. Thanks so much, Dominic. Bye. Well, fantastic, you guys. This is so exciting. You're going to love Dominic. He's really detail-oriented, so he's going to take these plans and really walk through. So bring all your questions and that for him. He'll have a list of questions as well. Like I said, he's that second set of eyes for us. What I'm going to be doing between now and then is getting you ready for your plan review. And let me show you what that looks like. So remember in the original meeting I showed you there's a noted plan? Mm-hmm. So I know we were talking about it's a little daunting. There's a lot of stuff on here. But this is so detailed and it's going to tell you every single piece that goes into your basement. So like, you know, you were talking about like you wanted to have enough lighting, Sarah. You're going to know exactly how many like recessed cans, how many switches, how many dimmer switches, which was important to you. I know Shannon, you know, where we're focusing like maybe eyes for the, you know, lighting of some of the artwork. You're lighting over the pool table, making sure that junction box is there for that lamp to hang. If there's anything in here that we like go through that we forgot, like you were like, oh, we've been talking about that junction box. If you don't see it, just remind me. I'm human. We could have missed it. Or there might be a reason that we weren't able to do it, like a beam got in the way or something. So I just want to address it at that stage. So you guys aren't missing anything, because this is what we're going to build your plan from, which is really exciting. This is the part when they come out to the field that they're going to all have this. So you're going to be walking through it with them. Is that exciting? You guys detail oriented?
Not so much.
Not so much. Shannon? No, not so much. So, well, this meeting is going to take about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how many questions you guys have we go out. So we're still set for next Thursday at 3. That still works for you guys, right?
Yes.
Can you double check? Okay, great, fantastic. Well, we talked about the menu. So again, we're going to have that lower number here for you guys to be able to add to it. And then once we go through that, this is actually when you want to make sure you bring your checkbooks or your credit card. So if you want to get airline miles, because this is where we'll take that deposit, that $2,500 that we were talking about. We'll guarantee your start date at that point. So bring your calendars as well, so we can nail down what date works best for you guys for starting construction. We'll have our deposit there, and then we'll have the breakdown for you. Because remember, we said it's so easy. It's 3 monthly or 3 separate payments. So you guys can really break it up, and it's going to happen during the construction of your home. So you'll really be able to manage and see what's going on with the project. Okay. Let's see. So do you guys have any questions for me about what might happen next at the plan review?
We're just concerned about that number coming in where we need it to, and making sure that we're getting the basement that we have all completed, even with the breakouts.
That basement?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we might just want to see those numbers and have some time to think about it.
Okay. Well, like I said, we've got like 6 days before we meet again. You'll have the production walk between now and then. Take the number back with you, and you know that you know where you're comfortable, and we want you to be comfortable as well. That's why we're going to really break it out for you. So if the north of 80 is making you nervous, it sounds like, and you really want to stay towards that lower number, just really go home and talk about it between now and then. If you want, do you want me to touch base maybe after you meet with Dominic? And we can talk a little bit further? Would that work for you guys? Or would you just like to come into the plan review, after you guys have talked amongst yourself?
We might, to get everything that we want, it looks like we might need to do some financing.
Okay, great.
So,
we've got people for that to help you guys too.
Okay.
Is that really more because you've kind of had some savings set aside for this?
Yeah, we had our savings, and like we talked about, we were going to do that with cash, and this is just looking like it's going to exceed that amount. So realistically, we might need to make sure that we get our financing done.
Okay. Well, knowing that we'll be possibly north of 80 with some of the changes we made, I think, the breakdown will really help you guys as well. If you could do for me, like maybe look at that between now and then. And if you want to call me, I'll touch base with you. I'd be happy to give you a call next Monday after you walk with Dominic. And then we can talk a little bit further if you still have those concerns. I might have some more range to show you, because I can go back and talk to the estimator a little bit more and see where we can tweak and stuff. Does that sound like an idea?
That works.
Would that make you feel more comfortable? Because I want you guys to go home with this basement next week when we meet. I know that you guys are dying to get in there before the Super Bowl, and we want to try to make that happen for you.
Okay.
Sound good? Mm-hmm. What do you think, Shannon?
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Okay, well, we'll touch base on Monday.
Sounds good.
Okay? Thanks so much for coming in, you guys. Okay? Take that image and take it home with you. Visually, take that image.